all our foreign delegates. We will start the meeting. We'll be waiting for few of our delegates, and maybe it's time for us to start the session. Today we have gathered here on this workshop on the capacity building on safe and inclusive transport. So according to the agenda, first the opening remarks by Captain Ajit Piris, President of SINEC. Actually SINEC is hosting this workshop with SCAP officials and the SCAP Secretariat. So I cordially invite Captain Ajit Piris to make the opening remarks. Thank you.
And thank you, Lalit. Chair of the workshop, Professor Lalit Edrisinghe, Mr. Edward Chong, Transport Division of SCAP Secretariat, officials from the SCAP Secretariat, country representatives from Nepal, Maldives, Bhutan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, and as well as Sri Lanka. Delegates from Ministry of Transport in Sri Lanka and other participants. First of all, I would like to warmly welcome all of you for this capacity building workshop on safe and inclusive transport. And especially, I would like to welcome all the foreign delegates who are here, and welcome to Sri Lanka. Just for the interest and information for foreign delegates, I would like to say Sri Lanka, as you all know, you are a neighboring country people, a very beautiful country and small island compared to most of yours. In extent, we have 62,500 square kilometers, surrounded by beautiful beaches, and also a top-class tourist destination. You travel few hours to different directions. You come across tea plantations, historical sites, wildlife, and so many other interesting areas where no country in the world can offer at a shorter distance and short time of traveling. And it's a beautiful, weather right throughout the year, though we have showers on and off. I think when you compare with most of the other countries in the world, I think we are blessed with this sort of geographical location and also other attributes what we have. So gentlemen and ladies, welcome to Sri Lanka and enjoy your stay. I don't know how long you will stay apart from this conference. I think if you all are not visited our country, please do so in future. So this is not a marketing stint for Sri Lanka, but I am proud of Sri Lanka. And unfortunately, the media which project our country to the world is not what it is. I think something wrong with the media, because I think yesterday the front page carried the scorecard of India versus Sri Lanka match, which really downgrade the Sri Lanka. So that is our media. So I think apart from that, I think I should say that we have a super country. People are very hospitable, and you will be treated nicely when you travel. So once again, welcome to Sri Lanka. And from SINEC point of view, we are privileged to be a partner of this capacity building workshop with SCAP. So I would like to thank Professor Lalit for this initiative, who is also quite a figure in the logistics scenario in Sri Lanka today. He initiated the logistic book in our own language, Sinhala, and introduce it to the schools of Sri Lanka for the first time in the curriculum. So we are also next in line is booking Sinhala in shipping, and we are also trying our level best to introduce that to schools curriculum. So I think that is in process. So that is a personal contribution, and our support has been extended from SINEC to Lalit in this efforts. So talking about SINEC, we are a 33-year-old campus. We started off as a maritime academy in 1990 when we found there is a big demand for Sri Lankan seafarers to be employed on foreign ships. And when you say Sri Lankan seafarers, I should emphasize well-trained Sri Lankan seafarers. So at that time, unfortunately, the training programs what we had in one of those state universities was not in line with the international standards or international requirement. So we found that there's an opportunity, so we started our company. At that time, our mother company is Sea Line Group. So we started this SINEC campus in 1990 as a maritime academy. After reaching the highest level of offering ship captains and chief engineers programs, we ventured into other areas in education, non-marine, and also one faculty is Faculty of Management and Social Sciences, where we offer logistic and transportation, local degree, as well as we are in partner with Dalian Maritime University in China to offer logistic and transportation degrees. So apart from that, we also in tie with the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport and offering all the professional qualifications. So that way, I think we have contributed immensely to Sri Lanka's maritime and the logistic and transport sector. I think Professor Lalit will give you more details of our activities, I think, during his speeches. So without taking much of your time, I would like to once again welcome all of you, and then of course wish all of you a very knowledgeable and a successful session in today's proceedings. Thank you very much, and all the best.
And colleagues, Captain Ajit Iris, President of SINEC Campus, Professor Lalit Abisinghe, from Dean of Faculty of Management and Social Science of SINEC Campus, as well as all the delegates and colleagues from Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. Good morning. It's my sincere pleasure to welcome you to the Subregional Capacity Building Workshop on Safe and Inclusive Transport here in the city of Colombo, Sri Lanka. Transport is a vector of economic and social activities in Asia and the Pacific. It plays a pivotal role in connecting people, goods, and services, thereby driving growth, development, and progress. The transport sector has brought about substantial socio-economic benefits to all communities, including employment creation, as well as allowing for accessibility to social services such as education and Medicare. Nevertheless, there are still rooms of improvement within the transport sector, notably pertaining to road safety and socially inclusive transport, which are two of the main components in today's workshop. Road safety. Let me present you with a couple of figures published by the World Health Organization. Approximately 1.3 million people die each year as a result of road traffic crashes. 93% of the world fatalities on the roads occurred in low and middle income countries, even though these countries have approximately 60% of the world vehicles. These loss of lives and loss of livelihood cause particular dire impact, notably for families and friends, emotionally as well as economically. Hence, the United Nations General Assembly has set an ambitious target of halving the global number of deaths and injuries from road traffic crashes by 2030. And hopefully this workshop will play a small part to contribute to achieve this noble goal. Another component of the workshop today is on socially inclusive transport, covering topics on gender mainstreaming, empowerment of socially disadvantaged, and equal access to workforce in the transport sector, as well as rural and remote areas connectivity for social inclusive development. According to studies published by the International Labour Organization, women workforce in the transport sector is just below 20% on global average. To support gender mainstreaming and social inclusive efforts in the transport sector, this workshop is organized as a knowledge sharing platform, finding ways to tackle challenges and promote gender equality in the transport sector, not only in employment, but also mobility accessibility. A working paper on Mind the Gender Gap in Workforce, including transport and logistics, the perspective from Sri Lanka and beyond, was published a couple of years back. Furthermore, given the importance of the topic, another study is currently underway and will be made available next year. To this end, we would like to thank Professor Lalith Ederisinghe for his enormous contribution in these undertakings. Distinguished delegates and colleagues, ISCA plays a vital role in promoting safe and inclusive transport by providing expertise, facilitating knowledge sharing, and fostering regional and sub-regional cooperation in the Asia and Pacific region. The main objective of this workshop is to enhance the technical capacity of policymakers and all stakeholders alike in developing and implementing safe and socially inclusive transport policies. These policies are not just about infrastructure and logistics, but they are also about the well-being and quality of life of the people. I encourage all of you to actively participate, exchange ideas, and build networks that will enable us to collectively shape the future of safe and socially inclusive transport in the ISCA region. Your expertise, insight, and dedication are the driving force behind the positive changes we seek to implement. And last but not least, on behalf of ISCA, we would like to thank the government of Sri Lanka for hosting the workshop and Select Campus for co-organizing this workshop. Thank you very much, and I wish you all a productive and enlightening workshop. Thank you.